Rolling. Happy days. Oh, oops, my bad. Right. Okay. Go on yourself, give it a nice look.
Volume 1.
2014 has been a landmark year for one local band. From playing at other voices to supporting the Beach Boys, while being made SoundCloud Artist of the Day along the way. John, Deery and The Heads have truly capitalised on an already brilliant reputation. First of all, did you approach this year differently? Did you have specific goals that you wanted to achieve this year?
Well, normally at the start of every year, round about this time actually, at the start of every year we sort of lay out a plan for the year to come, and I don't know, just things fell into place for us much easier in 2014 than they did in 2013. We felt that maybe we hadn't got as much exposure and stuff in 2013, but for some reason it seemed to be a great year for us. Things just slotted into place nicely for us.
Well, one of the earliest things was that you were made SoundCloud Artist of the Day back in February. Now, for the uninitiated, how significant is that?
It's huge. It's something like 230 million active users or something like that. It's really significant, and it came out of the blue as well. That sort of really kick-started the year. You didn't have to apply for it or do anything like that. They just pick out somebody that's in the many hundreds and thousands and whatever artists that are on there. And we got picked, so it was great. Yeah, it was our song Moonlight Sinatra that got promoted for it, so that really launched the year and gave us a lot of airplay and stuff off the back of it.
So did it prove to be beneficial?
Definitely. It sort of widened us out to a wider audience, and we had people from all over getting in touch afterward, from Portugal and America and stuff like that, saying that they'd heard the track and liked it and played it on local radio and stuff, so it's great, really good.
So how did it feel to be back at Other Voices this year?
Class.
That's always a treat. That's always a treat.
So that was my first gig with you.
That was. I threw him in at the deep end.
That's right.
Graham had the sink or swim at that stage.
And the Godora, wasn't it?
Yeah, on the music trail. Yeah.
You're starting to sweat.
That's right. That's right.
Well, how did they game away?
How was that gig? I mean, your first gig, how was it?
I am with the lads. I was at the start. It was nerve-wracking, but it was just probably because I was out of the game for a wee bit,
Yeah, we brought him out of retirement. He had hung up the bass.
It was all about the same, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brown bag.
Brown bag Brad. Brown bag Brad for wrestling.
There was a text message about an hour and a half before the gig being all best of luck, but maybe not in those words. But
so it was on at the deep end, but Other Voices is brilliant, and the 2 years that it's been here has been class. We've been involved in both, and this year was just really special because we got all the stuff off the back of it as well, and good contacts and RTE and all that sort of stuff. So.
Tell us about the radio session you did back then as well.
Well, RTE Radio 1, we're doing a series of sessions with, I think, Ports and stuff played it, and a whole series of people that were involved in the festival, and they asked us to come along and play it, and it was great. We just did a nice wee live session in the City Hotel, and yeah, the guys were brilliant as well. They've told us to keep in touch, and next Dublin gig, go down and do another session for them down in the studio, so they really seemed to like us. That was another great thing as well.
On a personal note too, with me being, I wasn't too sure about coming back in because, not disillusioned, but I just didn't know about coming back into the scene and playing. I don't know if at the time, but starting on the Other Voices and then doing the RTE slot, it kind of, I felt there was more to do with this band than maybe other bands, and as the year proved. It was a very interesting year for us. Really good.
Well, I suppose one of the biggest memories that you'll have for this year is supporting the Beach Boys.
Yeah, definitely.
How did that come about, first of all?
They just had a kind of an open invite for people, local bands, to apply. They had one support slot up for grabs and asked people to apply. Just send an email. Why do you want to support the Beach Boys? What do you think? Why do you think your music would suit and stuff like that? And having Graham on board as well, it's like the final wee piece of the jigsaw, because I was always hoping you know, I was solo for years, and then putting a band together, I always wanted to focus on the vocals and get the harmonies kind of built into that. And when Graham came on board, great voice, and it just kind of clicked. And so I think that was the final thing that got us the gig, really. You know,
The best phone calls in my life, you rang him.
That's right. That's right.
I ran around the garden about 20 times. And then collapsed in the grass, it was brilliant.
So was it serious harmony practice that day? You know,
Yeah. One song, Moonlight Sinatra, that has the 4-part harmonies are very kind of key to it, because apart from that, it's just an acoustic guitar. So songs like that we really practiced and got nailed down early on, you know.
That was on a Monday, and it was pretty much a mentality of whatever you have on this week, just drop it, because it was on a Thursday, the gig.
Right. They announced it really late.
John rang me and just said, what are you doing on Thursday? And I almost forgot about it. You know, I just kind of, I don't know, I went, now you're supporting the Beach Boys. And then it was pretty much for Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then even Thursday.
Thursday all day.
It was just like, right, whatever you're doing, we don't care, we're getting this down for Thursday night, we need to be on it.
They really sprung it on us, but it actually worked out their advantage, because it got us just got us really tight in that week, just panic practicing.
I think it was probably one of the best gigs we've done.
Yeah, definitely.
But we were really focused on it at the time, and I remember Mark Patterson, who was at the side of the stage, said to me, he was going, "Keep your eyes closed the whole way through that." He's like, "You must have been really into it." And I was like, "No, I'm just, you know, it's eyes closed, don't forget the harmonies there." There's concentration more than anything.
I was out the window. That was probably my calmest gig of my life. I was so relaxed.
Really?
Just savoured it, and just really...
It's like Steve was that first thing he said was like, lads, I can't play, I'm playing outdoor 60.
Never got my side bags. So were you Beach Boys fans beforehand?
Big
Oh
thing.
God, aye.
Massive fans.
Me and Matt particularly would have grown up listening to the Beach Boys, like, so
Beach Boys and the Beatles.
when we heard they were coming to Derry anyway, like that was exciting news. And then when we heard there was a local support slot, brilliant, let's chuck in and hope for the best. We heard we got it, and as I say, he nearly lost his reason.
Like, because I was tuning the guitar, and then all these lads were already with Chris Johnson. And then I just heard, here's the guitar player, and I looked around, I was like, oh, like he was just there. And then I just blurted it out, I said, like, you in the old Grey Whistle test in 1976, I think it was, on playing Disney gears. And he just said, like, how do you know, you're too young for that. And I was like, I don't care, like, you know, I was like, you're a legend, like, you know.
So you did get to meet them all?
Aye. You know, it wasn't all the Beach Boys, like Al Jardine wasn't there, and Brian Wilson wasn't there, but like the band, the Beach Boys, like the guys, the new Dennis Wilson and
The
stuff.
current guys.
That band we met, and they were lovely guys. But for the original Beach Boys, it was Bruce Johnson that we got to chat.
That's right, and he was a real, like, he gave us, just standing on stage.
Really nice guy.
Was that just before we went on?
Right before, because we had like a 5-minute.
That's a 5-minute sound check, and then it was like,
Okay, boys, you ready to go?
the nature of the week, you know. But he was giving us cracking advice and all this as well, you know. He's lovely, great crack.
Again, though, against the amount of bands from here, the best from here, I assume there's some big names in there.
Yeah, there was.
I couldn't believe it.
I could not believe it. It's
just luck of the draw, really.
I was like,
I had to read the email about 3 times to actually sink it in, because we knew all the best ones in Derry were all in for it, like, you know, and such talent, like, you know.
Just like surprised to get it over. It took me a day or two as well. Like,
Still not over it.
So
A lot of big bands come to the city and bring their own support. How important is it for you to play support to a major band like that?
I think it's invaluable. I think it's something that any big band coming, that should nearly be an essential part of it, is they get local support, you know, because we got the opportunity, like that was a 5,000 strong crowd, and right enough when we were there it wasn't full capacity, but I mean we still played to about, must have been 2,500 people by the time we were playing, you know, so it's a huge crowd, lots of people locally that had never heard us before and went and bought our albums and bought merch and all this sort of stuff that just we would never have got to them otherwise, you know, so it's a great platform and something that's, I suppose, from an organisational point of view, so easy to do. You know, just give a local support. Why not? You know, why not do it? It takes up half an hour of the evening and barely any preparation. So, I
think it's, you know, it's great for local bands to have on their CV. You know, for us to go now in the future, and talk to any promoters or venues or anything, we can say, right, well, you know, we supported the Beach Boys, and it's a good thing to see, you know,
yeah,
here, you know.
yeah, that's right.
Well, slightly further on this year, MTV Crashes. Now it was a festival which, you know, all but ignored local talent on the main stage, but you guys did get in there somewhere. Tell us a wee bit about what happened.
Well, that was one of those things as well. We were hoping, and everybody was hoping, there was meant to be a local music stage, there was meant to be, and everyone was hanging on for announcements, and none ever came. And then it was pretty much off the back of the Beach Boys thing again. Because we had played there, it was people involved in that just said, look, there's a stage. It wasn't even, it was like a VIP reception area thing, like a room there, and we got to play kind of before and after the MTV Crashes gig, you know, so that was really good. It was nice, but slightly disappointing at the same time. All the talk of a local music stage and all these people coming to see, and that never kind of materialised, you know, so hopefully if they're ever back, or if that's something similar in the future, they'll look a bit more at all the local music, because it's fantastic. We're in a great part of the world for music, you know, really great scene. So
because on the Friday as well, it was we played on the Saturday, and on the Friday it was the Clemeens and Gary Herron.
That's right. And
then it was also on the Saturday, so that was the wee part of the local talent that was coming through. But like he says, like, you know, it was just minuscule compared to the bigger picture.
We've been talking about some of the big highlights of the year, but what else has really stood out for you this year?
I think the Ralph McLean annual showcase, the annual gig he does in the Flowerfield Arts Centre, that was a massive highlight for us as well, along with Kieran Lavery and the four of us and people like that all playing. It was great, really brilliant sellout show, capacity crowd, and just got a great reaction for it, you know, and played songs like that Moonlight Sonata one we were talking about went down really well down there, and
it sounds quite good as well.
Yeah, got a lot of radio play and stuff off the back of that too, so it's just that was a huge one. Ralph's been a great supporter of us and keeps playing us on the show, so it's brilliant, you know.
Have you changed as a band in 2014, do you think?
That's
definitely.
And in what
definitely,
really harmony driven now. With the four vocals, of course, Steve.
Steve's got the main vocal.
We just turn them down. There's like any song now, it's really, compared to other years, like we really do say, like, where can harmonies fit in? It's not like we're overloading it. We do say, like, you know, if there's too much going on, we do just say, no, right, we'll drop it. We were even doing a song the other day where we just said, actually, it's probably just a song for John on his guitar alone.
Although John doesn't think so,
but you know, it was just, but that's the process, because we're like straight away with like, right, what level are you doing, and you're doing a fifth, and you're doing, you know, it's really that way orientated now, where it hasn't been before, especially this year.
It's just, I think really since Oshin came on board in 2013, another vocal and the other guitar, that just sort of started us on the path to where I've sort of always wanted my music to be, and the new stuff we're working on now, I'm over the moon with it, and it's again much more like getting together and arranging as a band as well. I'll come with the ideas and the tunes and the lyrics, but it'll be the order of them we'll arrange, you know what I mean? It's class, like it's a collaborative process.
When I joined, he was saying about Smoke Mirrors and Horizon, they were almost like they were great albums to listen to, because you could sing along, because it was just that lone vocal, so you'd be driving and you just, I was always harmonising to them anyway, so there was no lyrics to really learn. Then coming on in, I had to change them all because Oshin had them.
But I remember the first time, it was just the four of us, just with John with the guitar, and we were singing the harmonies, and I remember sitting back and hearing and going, whoa, this is really, really nice, like, you know what I mean, there's, you know, what we can do with it, and, you know, since that it's been good, like, you know.
It's great. It really is. It's kind of, everyone has their ideas as well, you know. So it's kind of like everyone sort of fits. Everyone gels really well. So it's class. I've been loving how the band has developed. You know,
it's great. Everyone has an equal voice too. There's no. We'll just do it like you can speak to any member and give them a suggestion on what they're doing and their instrument, and there's no problem with it. And it's just great to see.
2015. big plans for 2015?
Yeah.
Tell us about those.
I'm 30.
The biggest one. I said that we're centering the band around that for next year.
So the third, that's a big one for the band.
Yeah, 9th of February, but booked off from about the 5th to about the 25th, you know, just to be safe. But no, the forum, the big homegrown forum gig with Paul Casey, Paddy Nash and Best Boy Grip on the 17th of January. That's
Quartet as well.
and Prima Quartet playing along with everyone. It's going to be a beautiful night, absolutely beautiful night. So that's 17th of January. That's going to kick it off in style for us. And then we have a couple of we're kind of hunting for gigs at the minute, putting a couple of nice ones together. We're doing a little festival in Scotland, the Kyles Festival that we did 2013, and it was brilliant. Just beautiful setting, lovely hotel, lovely people, really nice atmosphere. So we're going back there to do a show next year and hopefully tying in with we tour then. And Mussenden Temple in August.
Mussenden Temple, tell me about that. That sounds great.
That's going to be incredible. Like that came about complete twist of fate thing, you know. Yeah, we'd been out. We'd done a photo shoot out in Mussenden Temple, just around the grounds, you know, downhill and stuff, and we'd been out there and we'd done go downhill. But no, it was great because we went out and we did the photo shoot, happy with the photos, all great, and we decided why not kill two birds with one stone, recorded a video of us playing just a part of the location, put it up on YouTube, and got an email in from one of the location directors at the National Trust saying oh, yeah, exactly, saying oh, who did you get permission for to record there? And I got in touch with the photographer, name no names, and I says, do you clear permissions with this? And he goes, no, public land, you can do whatever. And I fired that back at them and they said, well, yeah, definitely, but for non-commercial things, and this is a promotional video, so it kind of it's in the grey area, you know. So anyway, they basically, after a wee while of going, we'll take that down, we'll not use the photos, blah blah blah, they said, well look, we love the video. They said, they go, the song's brilliant and we love you guys, so why don't we do something mutually beneficial? We're doing summer concerts, we would love to have you out to play the Temple next year. So I was like, fantastic. You couldn't have written it, you know what I mean? It just worked out lovely. So it's going to be, I think it's about 100 capacity in there, and again, hopefully we'll get that filmed and stuff as well. It's just going to be a gorgeous night. Oh well, it's a daytime.
Looks like a Led Zeppelin video out there or something.
Yeah, and the Giants Causeway's only around the corner.
I suppose one big thing for this year is the album. You've got a new album more or less ready to go, is that right?
Really knocking it into shape now. Yeah, we're no dates fully set yet, but it's coming together really nicely. And again, as
different too.
As I was saying before, it is. It's trying out more ideas with arrangements and stuff, and we're really broadening out, like building different instrumentation and different structures to the songs and stuff. So it's exciting, it really is.
You're talking there about the arrangements. Have the songs themselves, have the songwriting, has that changed, do you think, from the previous albums?
I think it has. Steve's been on to me actually for months, because everyone's known I've had these songs written for, I mean, the guts of a year, you know, over. Like some of them, Burden, that we're going to play in a wee while, that's been written, well, maybe, I don't know, a year and a half. But I've been sitting on them, and I've been trying not to record full demos and send them to everybody, because then it sort of paints a picture of what it should be like. And so instead now, I'll come in with the bits of songs that aren't fully solidified yet and say, right, here's this. And even last night we completely changed the arrangement of this one we're playing now, you know, that was last night. So it's still very fluid. So the songs are there, the songs are written, but I'm wanting to leave it as kind of collaborative as possible with the arrangements. So
what do you want to be able to say this time next year?
Hopefully that we had another great year. The big gigs like the Mussenden Temple and like the Forum and stuff, it's going to bring us out to another new audience again, so just keep building on it and getting the music out there, and thankfully people like it, so the more people get to hear it, the better. Personally for me, I've always just had the thing of, if you can reach one person with a song, then it's worthwhile. And the best feeling in the world is someone coming up to you after a gig or on the street or whatever and just saying, oh, come here, your song, blah blah blah, meant something to me, touched me, did whatever, you know, like, oh, that reminds me of this time. fantastic. Like, you know, you can't beat that feeling. That's what it's all about. So just keep at it.
They say that, like I work in the forum, and one of the members of the cast, one of the dancers, the other day, we all went for a drink afterwards, and he started singing the Raven. It was mad.
Oh.
It was like one of those ones that I just kind of looked around. He was like looking at me doing, quote the Raven. But then with that there, I got chatting. I was like, what's happening? And he was just all, not in that way. No, just kind of. Oh, he sings. He was just all, man, that song, I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best songs. You know, but they are.
It's a song that's connected with a lot of people.
It has.
Randomly, people ask me about it as well. You know.
I don't know why that song connected so much with people. It just, I don't know. It's got a bit of a story to it, and it's. I suppose it's a catchy enough, hooky enough song. So, but it just, I don't know, came together like any other song. You're starting just playing about with a tune, and a lyric comes into your head, and then I remember it coming together really fast. That's more than any other song. I think it came out like just stream of consciousness.
So often you hear that with the ones that stick with people. They're written, and as long as it takes, they write or they play it. You know.
Which doesn't bode well for this new album, because as I say, they've all been half written for a year. So
John's really keeping this one under his
that's
we're turning up to practice and they sort of mumbling the lyrics. What's that? You know, we've all heard the choruses, but we don't know what he's singing.
See, this is it. So I mean, as I say, I'm enjoying really working with the guys on this new album, and I am trying to keep it fairly loose, and it's sounding better for it, I think. And the songs that have kind of solidified up now are really good. I'm really happy with them, and it's because of these boys as well, you know. So great.
Shucks.
You're going to play a song now. Tell us a wee bit about this one.
So this, perhaps, we don't know yet, but I think it's going to be the new single off the album once we get it recorded. It's called Burden, and it's one that we've, as I say, worked on together. We changed the structure of it even last night, so this is a world exclusive. No one's heard it before, so we'll see the crack.
Well guys, thanks so much for talking to us, and 2014 has been brilliant. It's been great to see it, and here's to 2015. Good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.
Take this terrible burden you've got. Take a fall for all your fears. I'll take this terrible burden you've got, and I'll make it disappear. The truth you found was getting you down, and your life seemed so strange. You got scared of the dark that weighs on your heart, but the light's about to change. I'll take this terrible burden you've got. Take a fall for all your fears. I'll take this terrible burden you've got, and I'll make it disappear. fear. I'll take this terrible burden you've got, and I'll make it disappear. I'll take this terrible burden you've got, take a fall for all your fears. And I'll take this terrible burden you've got, and I'll make it disappear. Going out tonight to leave it behind, 'cause we're stuck on the ground. That's a lovely swell at the end like that.
That was amazing.
You like that?